Hello everyone, it's Ethan from the Orlando Tourist. Today is Friday, February 23rd, and we are back for episode 3 of our full construction updates for Epic Universe. If you've been here before already, welcome back. We're glad to have you. If you haven't, well, we're going to establish some rules over here. One, we don't fly drones over the construction site. We don't trespass. We don't go onto the site. We do our construction off property. And we're not going into rumors either. So if you want really good rumors, definitely subscribe to other channels and stuff like Alicia Stella, Follow Bio Reconstruct for aerial photos. But us, we're just doing construction ground level. And let's get right into it. I typically like to start off my videos over on this side of the construction update area. We have the Kirkman Road expansion going on. All that dirt over here is for the Kirkman Road expansion. Also today it's very windy out, so sorry if it's hard to hear me at any point throughout the video. But yeah, driving over that little bridge down there, you can see a lot of what's going on. They got that they posted concept art, the Orange County they posted concept art a while back, so you can see how that ramp's gonna work, and it's gonna be a giant circle looking thing. It's like a flyover. Right over there you can see work for that ramp already going up, and that's gonna lead to the current Kirkman Road. It's gonna be really convenient to go from parks to parks. So yeah. Next up, we have our view of the Grand Helios Hotel, which was officially announced by Universal about 3 weeks ago to almost a month. Actually, I think a little over a month ago when we dropped our first video. You can see the dome up there, and then they're enclosing something over here, which is like for the ballroom and for the bar. That looks really cool. That's going to be in the roof of the hotel. And yeah, you can see a lot of the side finishings going on, a lot of the work. Yeah, the concept art for this looks amazing. I cannot wait. A lot of the cranes are also currently lifting different items in the air. That one has something on top of that little dome. Usually we like to cross the street, but we have a lot of workers doing plants and stuff and horticulture, making it look very scenic and greenery and stuff. They're working on that. But yeah, like I said, we're not going to cross the street quite yet. We're going to give them space while they do their work. We have more employees down the path. Here's a closer look at some of those workers hard at work. We don't want to bother them here today. We have some construction worker vehicles here, and you can see Starfall Racers, which was officially announced by Universal. This looks amazing. You can kind of see the back of the station over there. And then we have some rock work for the How to Train Your Dragon Land, which was announced, but they haven't gone in depth with that announcement. If you do want a closer look at Starfall from that angle I was just showing you guys, definitely look at my other two videos. We were able to get a little bit closer. You can see a little bit more from those spots. But let's continue with our update. We have some team member buildings over here, which are nice for back of house. They look very fresh. They're gonna have a lot of stuff in there for team members, like wardrobe, some break rooms, just different things. And yeah, they look really nice. Here's another view of the coaster. This looks sick. Over here we have a look at Starfall Racers. Really neat. We also could see those dragon flying rides and a little bit of a coaster in the dragon area. We have that rock work for the restaurant in the dragon area. We have a hotel in the back, which we saw earlier. We have a show building, some parts around the park, some roofs and stuff, and we have Nintendo World over there. And you can see a little bit of the Donkey Kong framing over there. Definitely keeping an eye out for coaster testing on this coaster. I haven't seen any yet. Let's do a zoom in pan for you guys. Here's a slightly different view of that same area. Very windy out. Can't see too many changes except the hotel looks like it's got a lot of stuff working on, like the shaping of it. Let's zoom and pan this way now. This Rockwork center screen, we always see a lot of employees on there working hard. Looks like there's still a lot of scaffolding on it, as they're still waiting to input theming there. And center screen, in between Starfall, you have a dome structure that's being installed, some kind of like, it looks like a water tower. That's probably for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I can't wait for both of these coasters to start test runs. We can get some decent views of the tracks. We have seen the flying ride, the Dragon Flyer. We've seen it test, at least the red one, not the blue dragon. Be sure to check out those videos. We have it posted already, and we have some footage in our last few updates. Before we show you guys some more updates, I wanted to let you know that we did skip one of our views from our first video. We didn't go there last video either. So we changed up the views on you guys, but we are trying out some new views today. So they're pretty good, in my opinion, so let's show you guys if you keep watching. Also, we last night caught some coaster testing. So we're going to put that towards the end of the video, and hopefully we'll catch some testing tonight as well, or throughout the day. So stay tuned in today's video so you don't miss out on that. And check out that video from last night. Over here we have a look at the Terra and Stella Luna Resort. You see this one's pretty much fully done. I think they just finished it today, or they're finishing it. Terra Luna has a little bit more work to go. We're going to give you a closer look at those two later. Over here you can see a framed outline for Donkey Kong, part of Nintendo. That's coming to Japan. And we have Nintendo World kind of announced already. We have Nintendo World over here, Mount Beanpole. We have the Grand Helios Hotel with the ballroom up there. We have some green domed roofs. They're kind of new. You can see the portal for the Wizarding World and Dragon center screen right now. And you can see a little bit of the carousel as well, or just some other roofing of the center of the park. See Wizarding World Paris in the back, themed to the Ministry of Magic. See the station for Starfall. You can see a lot of Starfall racers. The Mountain Dragons coaster. And yeah. We're going to give you a panned look now, zoomed in. We have a lot more employees doing road work over here by the entrance to Epic Universe. And we know it's the entrance because the signage over here says Epic Boulevard. We're going to give you a closer look at that later. Here's a slightly different perspective of the same kind of stuff. We haven't seen much progress since our last visit, but there are a few noticeable changes. The few noticeable changes I've seen is mostly with the hotel. They've added a few blocks onto the Nintendo mountain thing, and then, you know, just more shaping of the structures in the area. Here's another view from a different perspective. And here's a nice straight-on look at Nintendo. You can see they have the clouds installed on the blocks. It's pretty neat. As you can see, construction workers are just doing their thing over here, but the signage, this is Epic Boulevard. Really cool to see that in person. And over here we get a new view of some of the same stuff we've been seeing. Just another view of it, another perspective of Starfall in the Dragons area. Lots of pretty palm trees as well. It looks like they're actually installing a new fence over here, so that's pretty neat. Over here you can see parts of the Kirkman Road expansion. We had this view in our last video. You can also see the Donkey Kong framing outline with some mountain shaping going on, some scaffolding on the right side of that part of the building. We have the hotel center screen. You can see Mount Beanpole there with the flag for Mario, and we have that ballroom, I think it is, going installed right now with all that glass. See some Nintendo stuff over here with some cranes. And then you can see some workers on top of the scaffolding there, center screen. And you have the coaster. Over here we have a slightly better view. I don't know if there's people up there in the Donkey Kong, but you can see a center screen with all the mountains on both sides of it. More of that same stuff that we saw. But then we have a better view of the coaster. You can see a little domed roof right by it as well. And you can see a little bit of that Dragon's coaster as well. Some of the netting as well installed. That definitely looks like glass, and that was not there in our last update. Hopefully the dome gets glass soon. That'd be really cool to see that. Here's a view. You can see a little shack kind of on the left side and a castle spire on the right. So that's really cool. That's for the Monsters Land. You can see the metal outline for the Paris area, and then you can see some green domed roofs that we talked about earlier with the Dragon's portal beacon in the center screen. We have a new spot today. This one's pretty interesting. You can see the coaster for Dragons. You can see the rock work and some of the yellow coaster as well. A lot of people on that scaffolding. We're a little bit elevated of the view. You can also see the Dragon flying ride center screen, some domed roofs and more of that coaster they're working on. And there's some concrete formations along the path as well as side of the building. Here's some more of those Dragon rides, and you can see Starfall racers and a lot of domed roof structures being built. Really neat. Another little angle of Starfall, and you can see some black coaster track towards the bottom for Dragons. Pretty neat. And then you have these little airtime hills as well. Another view of Starfall. Over here, not only do we have Starfall, but we have the Dragon's portal. You can see it on the left. It's pretty cool. Over there is where you can also see the Starfall Racers station a little bit, the green roof. And then, like I said, we have another view, kind of similar to what we just showed you guys, of the Dragons area with some of that coaster stuff. It's pretty fun. I love this view. We have a slightly different angle here. There's a lot of dirt on the site, so it's a little cloudy. We have a new angle here. You can see where Nintendo starts on the left. Some coaster track. You can see Paris in the background for Wizarding World. You got the Comet center screen, kind of blocked by a building. That's the entrance to Starfall. See the coaster, the Dragon's portal. A better view of the coaster itself, full frame of it. Got the Dragon spinning rides. More of that kind of stuff that we showed you before. And another view of that little coaster hill over the station. Over here we have a zoomed in view of the Kirkman Road expansion. Then you can see the Universal Monsters Land a little bit right in here. You see the hotel with a little bit of Donkey Kong. There's workers there. You have Nintendo. We have Dragon's Portal with the Starfall coaster. More Starfall. And you have the side of the rock work there. And then we have the Dragon's coaster. Really cool to see all that. You see more of Starfall all in the same frame over here. It's really cool. But yeah, over here is our next visit. We have the Stella Nova Resort. This hotel you can already buy tickets for, so that's crazy. And this thing is really far along already. A lot of the tiles placed in. Looks like this is the spot right here. This is side's the lobby side. And I love this like spacing they have. We posted the concept art for this on our social media pages. Universal officially announced it. And yeah, this is the Value Hotel, and it looks like it's going to be a really good deal and a really good stay and a really good view of the park as well. Yeah, let's zoom in and give you guys a closer look at this beautiful hotel. It's super windy today. We have dirt and leaves and stuff, but let's get you that closer look of the Stella Nova Resort. You see all these tiles are placed already. We have some lighting tiles there. Looks like we have stuff to go by the windows here, and some of the windows have markings. Go down a little bit. Stella Nova's not quite finished with the tiling yet. You got workers on the site. The tile goes down around the entrance here, but we have a little bit left to go here. These are hand-placed, these tiles. So it's really amazing. These guys are working really hard, but the rest of the building over here is all tiled up. It's really good. Universal officially released concept art for this hotel, opening next January 2025, and you can actually book a stay right now. We have friends that have booked a room already. So I really like these hotels. These are going to be the value hotels, a little bit cheaper, like Cabana Bay and Dockside Inn and Aventura, that price range. The Grand Helios is the luxury hotel. You can see this is going to be the entrance over here, like the lobby. You got that covering in place already. Yeah. And here's a better angle of that awning right there as you enter like the lobby. And yeah, they're hard at work. So that one view that we skipped out on today from the first video, we haven't gone there our last two videos like I mentioned, but it's a pretty decent view. It just, we have a lot of other better views and new views that I want to try. We'll go back to that view eventually once Starfall starts testing and once the hotel's looking more complete. But that view is nothing too exciting, but it's still in our first video if you want to check it out. But let's show you guys some more hotel stuff. For this view, we're going to stay zoomed out a little bit before we zoom back in and give you a closer look of some other stuff down the street. But this is the other side of the Stella Nova Resort. As you can see, a lot of the glass is actually installed already. It's really cool looking. And right in front of me, the ground, is going to be the pool. It's going to be right behind this little retention pond. You can see it, I can zoom in. They actually have some work going in already in the ground for the pool. But yeah, this is like a bar right here. This is all the amenities side. It's facing the road. Kind of interesting. I thought it'd be the other way around, but all the color tiles are fully installed on this side. They're pretty much wrapped around. And this is really neat. Can't wait for this hotel. You're gonna find this hotel right next to the Terra Luna Resort, and this is another hotel. It's sister hotel. This one started construction a little bit later, but it's ramping up quick. So this is what the Stella used to look like before it got all its tiles. And they have a lot of windows installed in this one too, but it's literally right across the street. Kirkman Road is going to be right in between the two. Here's a wide look, so like basically straight down Kirkman Road. Last time we were here in this view, we actually saw the cruiser do a test run. Did not catch on camera that time. You can see part of the Monsters Land straight ahead, as well as some of the rest of the park. Now it looks like a lot of this road is actually paved now, and it's all got some new pavement all the way down there. But this is literally the new Kirkman Road that we'll be driving on. And it goes between the two hotels, lots of beautiful palm trees being planted here. And yeah, you'll see the hotel straight back, and there's a lot of pillars for the Kirkman Road expansion. We're going to get you a more zoomed in look after we show you the Terra Luna. You can also see some Nintendo stuff and some Wizarding World, and we'll show you that in a minute. Here's a look at the other side of the Terra Luna Resort, where a lot of work is going on. All this has spots waiting to have stuff installed, the tiles. They started right there, and you can see over the last few weeks, the last month of us been filming these updates, how much progress they've done. So if you've been following along, you can see that they've installed a lot of tiles since their last update. It looks like they're reaching around the side, and yeah, they're working really hard, and they had a lot of workers on this lobby looking thing. I don't know if this is going to be like the lobby, like just opposite sides, like the same exact, like just mirrored between the hotels. If it's mirrored, then this would be the lobby side of it. If it's not mirrored, this would be the amenities side. So we'll see how they end up working that in when it opens. But this hotel's looking really beautiful, and the workers are really hard at work. Here's a better look at all the tile here in one spot, and you can see all that new tile. They're starting like a yellow color in the bottom corner, so that's really cool. Here's a closer look at some of that tile. See the workers working on that yellow there. Go up. This is where they've left off on the side. And then we have workers at the top working on some stuff. You can guys see how close this is across the street from the Stella, which looks beautiful with all its tiles in. Over here, the road looks really open now. I don't think it was like this recently. It was all blocked off, but it looks really open. So they're making progress really fast. And this is going to be the bus lane that they're going to have, the separate bus lanes down Kirkman to get you from the current resort. And over here, you can see the Monsters area. You can see the hotel, which looks beautiful with the palm trees. Those concrete pillars are for the flyover, I think, or just part of the expansion. And then you have Nintendo. You can see Potter there with the wand sticking out in some of the buildings. And then you have a beautiful view of Donkey Kong with the Nintendo area. Here's a better look at some Potter stuff. And if we zoom in, you can see the main arch as you enter. And you can see a painting on the side. Really cool. Looks like someone left a hard hat here by one of the street codes. You can see the little Monsters coaster there. We saw it do a test run last time we did this really quick update. We didn't catch it on camera. Look at how beautiful the Helios looks right behind the Stella. And we're gonna give you one more zoom look before we change our spot. We have the window here, the smaller set of windows, the amenity pool area, and then we're gonna let this guy pass. We have our bigger set of windows here, which is part of the lobby. And then we have the pool right over here being installed. They've already laid some concrete. Not exactly sure what this machine does, but it looks pretty neat. And we have it by the hotels. It's got something dangling right there, like a piece of tubing or something. Really neat. We were just at the Terra Luna. Here's a new angle of it, but up here we have an elevated view, and I love this view. You can see they're working on the Kirkman Road expansion over here, and we have a view of Donkey Kong. It's actually better than last time because I believe they're flattening that dirt mound. So yeah, I really like this view. It's gotten better and better. Look at that coaster, that looks sick. They're adding a lot of theming in there, and it's very windy right now, so sorry if it's hard to hear. So not only can you see Donkey Kong and a lot of the track, you can also see the Nintendo, like huge, the tallest part of Nintendo right there. You can see some pyramids, you can see that Dragon Mountain. Over here, you can see Starfall Racers head on. You can actually zoom into the Comet center screen for you guys. It's still under scaffolding, so they cannot test their ride yet, but this would be a great view for Starfall Racers. There's a lot of track we can see here. We can see the carousel in the center of the park, which was officially announced as well. This is a really good view of it, and I love the look of it. Yeah, this is really neat. You can see that dragon portal over there. And then if we pan this way, see some rooftops being worked on, but then we can see Monsters, Dark Universe. You can see its portal with like a shack center screen. You can see the coaster, and you can see the castle being built to my left. There's some new structures being installed over there. You can see some rooftops over there. And then straight behind it, you can see the Wizarding World. They have a new, you can see the portal there with the wand. You see the streets and everything. It's like right behind each other, so it's really cool. And then we can also see the Grand Helios right behind the castle. It looks beautiful from the side. We're just going to keep an eye on that coaster in case it does a test run for a little bit. And we have another angle that's very similar we're going to show you guys. We also have this giant dirt lot that's being worked on as well. I don't know what it's for, but it might be related to the park. It could be like a future expansion site for like a city walk type thing, or some parking lots or hotels, or even a water park. And here's a wide view, pretty much showing the whole park from the end of Nintendo to the base of the Helios. Looks really cool. And yeah, I'm excited. There's a lot of cool stuff, and I love this view. There's a huge cloud right over the park right now. So the Dark Universe looks really dark right now because of that shade, and it looks beautiful. That portal entry tower with the Tesla at the top looks amazing as well, and it's probably really hard to hear me, so I apologize for that. Center screen, you can also see a giant crane in the background. I don't know what that's being used for, but it's pretty cool that it's there. I don't see it moving around right now though. On the other side of the street, you can actually see SeaWorld. So SeaWorld's very close. Manta just dispatched. But yeah, there's Manta going right now. But yeah, this park's very close to the other parks. As you can see, it's like 10 minutes away from Universal and about 5 to 10 from SeaWorld. Yeah, I don't know what happened since the last update, but the view of Donkey Kong is definitely better, so this is great. I think that hill is now lowered a little bit, so we can see a lot more of that coaster. The wind gust is so crazy today that it's even hard to like keep my hands steady during these updates. And like I said, this view is similar to our last one, but it's a little bit different, slightly different angle. Starting with Donkey Kong over there, we can work our way this way. You got Nintendo, the dragons. You can see the spinning rides over there with the carousel, and then you got a better look straight on at the coaster and the front of it. Monsters is a little blocked off, the coaster, but you can see the castle better. And Wizarding World's a little harder to see, but yeah, the hotel looks beautiful. Over in this view, we have a side profile of the Helios. You can see a different angle of the castle. We've shown this view in previous videos. And we have people on top of the castle right now. We have Starfall, which looks beautiful. We have our Monsters coaster. You can see the two dragon spinning rides in the background. We have the shack center screen. We have the dragon stuff over there. And we have Nintendo, which looks really beautiful from this side. And then we have our Donkey Kong stuff right over here. Just kind of a blocked view, but you can see that monkey thing in the back of the side profile of that. Really interesting. And we're going to see if we can catch coaster testing for a little bit. We're going to hang out. I doubt we're going to see any though, because everyone's probably on their lunch break. And we'll most likely come back here at night, see if we can catch some more testing later. Like I said, I always see it usually go during the day at some point during the update. I haven't seen it go at all today yet. So I don't think it will go today. We'll find out though. This view is almost the same as the last one, but it's a little bit different of a perspective and angle. You can see more of the castle on the side. I believe they're adding like tombstones and stuff kind of poking out. You can see a white tent where all the like people break when they're ride testing. But yeah. See all that spinning coaster stuff. I don't see anything going on the site right now. But this all looks pretty neat. Looks like some coaster trains are being delivered. I almost missed it, but the truck's going in reverse. I missed part of it actually. I don't know if this is going, I think these are coaster trains. I don't know if that's going to the Monsters coaster or any different ones. It looks like coaster cars wrapped up. I don't know what else it would be. Unless it's just props that are themed. But it looks neat. I don't think they're going to unwrap any, but it'd be really cool if they did. Here's the angle we were just previously at before that one. You can kind of see them, but it looks more obstructed this way, kind of. They wouldn't unwrap them in the open air like this if they are coaster trains, but they might lift them by crane. I don't quite know what it is, if it's a coaster train or not, but it sure does look like it. We'll zoom in for you so you can see it. They started moving the trains. We'll zoom in for you guys though. They're over there now. I think they're trains. We're gonna watch as they come past the dirt mound here. It is going forward that way instead. So maybe it's not trains, who knows? So these might not be for the coaster. It might not be a coaster train. It might be part of the dark ride that's covered up. Now, because they have it behind the Monsters show building for the castle. They have a small little crane that looks like they might move some of the stuff. So we'll see what they're going to do. I haven't really seen any action with it. They might be saving it for later, but we're going to head over to our next spot now. This is either the last view of the day or the second to last view. We have the backside of the Helios Hotel over here. You can see over here we have Starfall Racers, and we have some of that Paris area. That building is huge for the attraction. To the right of Helios, we have some blue, like, colors and stuff. I think those are the Vikings in the How to Train Your Dragon land. I'm not quite sure, but I think you can see them in some of our previous views today. You got Nintendo over here. You got Dark Universe in the center screen. Then we have Donkey Kong kind of blocked by this building here. We also have the Stella, Nova, and Terra Luna Resort right across from each other. It's very windy right now. I just had a huge gust of wind blow some dirt all over me. Here's a look at like Nintendo monsters. That little Paris dome structure for Potter is actually center screen right now. We spent about over 3.5 hours today getting updates for you guys. We usually spend around 3 hours on our updates, and this is my 3rd time doing these updates. And now let's play the clip I took yesterday with the monster spinning coaster at night. We have a bit of footage from there, so I'll show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys if we see any nighttime stuff tonight, just testing and stuff. That'll be after this clip. So let's see if there's anything. So it's the same day and we're back at night now. Seeing if we can see anything. I just got here and doesn't look like there's any activity in the site. We have some stuff lit up. You can see some lights by the castle. And we have some lights on the Helios. Yeah, not much else. I don't see any of the Dragons rides testing. So I wonder if that means they do monsters when the Dragons rides don't test. I don't know. We have some lights on the site though. There's always lights on the site. It's weird because the lights in the Helios keep like flickering on and off a little bit. Looks like there's also some lights like inside the building-ish. There's a big light just shining on monsters in the castle, but it just shut off. A lot of weird things going on the site. I don't see any coasters going yet though, or any rides doing any testing. When you guys watched the clips from yesterday, the ride testing, I also saw some flashlights being moved around the site. Looks like between the coaster tracks. I have video of that, so I'll put that in this video as well. We've been here for a bit. We haven't seen any testing tonight. It feels really weird with like no activity on the site tonight. Yeah, some nights it's just like that, you know. We have a test run going. And this is the same night as my update video, not yesterday's footage. That was test run number 2 of the night that I've seen. For the next run, we're going to take photos of it, and then we're going to get more videos after. These photos will be on my social media channels in the description, so be sure to check those out. We just caught test run number 3. We got photos of it. Pretty cool. We're going to see if we can catch one more from this spot, and then we're going to go to a new spot. Hopefully they're still going to be doing them. I know they did 5 back-to-back yesterday, and 2 earlier on. So that's number 3. They might do 2 more. But let's see if we can get it from another spot after the 4th test, if they keep doing them. That was test run number 4 tonight. Now let's go over to another site. We might miss some test runs on the way there. Let's see. So I missed out on a few minutes, but we're gonna see how this spot does at night. Not quite sure how what to expect, but we can zoom in for you guys. This is a little bit different of an angle. That bright light is where they're doing a lot of the testing. It's kind of overshadowing the coaster track. You see a little bit of the course on the right side of the screen, blocked by some telephone cables and stuff. There we go. Caught it like a tad late, but there's one there. We're gonna go back to our previous angle real quick. So that's gonna do it tonight for testing. We're just gonna head out. There's been a lot of testing. We have a lot of footage. We caught 8 test runs tonight, so yeah. And we photographed one of the test runs. And that's gonna be it for today's video. I don't know if we caught anything tonight, but we caught that spinning coaster stuff from yesterday. And we did check out a new spot today. Got some great footage, great updates as far as the bus lane goes, the hotel construction, with all the hotels actually. We saw possible trains being shipped, and yeah, it was a good time. Possibly ride testing tonight. I'm filming my outro now, so I'm not sure. I'm just filming it early, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you comment down below what your favorite part of the updates were, and let us know if you want more updates. I'm thinking of doing a helicopter tour because apparently they're only $25 to go fly in a helicopter. So let us know if you're interested in that, and we might consider that for a future video. Keep me posted. And yeah, definitely subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. We've been posting Epic Universe updates We've been posting a lot of old YouTube vlogs right on the channel. We're catching up. So there's a lot of stuff being uploaded, so you don't want to miss out. And we're also posting on our social media pages. It's so windy, something flew into my eye. But anyways, we posted our coaster testing from last night already up on the social media this morning. So we post stuff right away, you won't miss out. And we also covered like Penguin Trek construction. We did a hardware tour just the other day. So we're doing lots of stuff at all the other parks as well. So we're gonna go to Busch Gardens right after this. So we have a jam-packed day of content. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to follow my social media pages. That's going to be on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads at Ethan Hershaft. And then also on Instagram at Florida Theme Park Pics. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.